Hi, my name is Ashutosh Gadgil. If you remember me, this is a namaste to all students throughout the world. Also, my ex-students of the school who I have taught. I find myself very happy here today standing up in front of you and speaking to you about my thoughts, my memories about the school, about this mother of ours, this alma mater, SFS. I had a proud privilege. I had a very, very proud privilege of not only being a teacher here, but also a student. In my times, we were so happy to be here as students. I wish to tell you something of my experience in my student life. I came to school in 1960, 5 years old. I came in KG class, and some students might be remembering Mr. Jack Colasso. We used to call him Jackie. His wife, teacher Meena, she was my first teacher in the KG class. So I owe them so much. After 60, in our times we used to have 11th class as our matriculation. I reached 11th in the year 1972. It so happened that our school was established way back in 1870. So if you do the math, 1970 was when our alma mater completed its 100 years. I was there, the great Sharad Bobde was with me, the great Harish Salve was with me. We have had so many stalwarts coming out of this institution. This is the mother of all. This school is the mother of all. So 1970 was the time when we had to celebrate the 100 years. But it turned out that we had war. Indira Gandhi was Prime Minister and we had a war with Bangladesh. And with the country in war, we couldn't have celebrated it 1970. So it was postponed. It was postponed to 1971. 1971, December, we had a great celebration of 100 years of SFS. 100 years of SFS. We had a torchlight drill and wonderful. If you remember my time, students, if you are listening, if you remember, Mr. Amranth was there, Jackie Colasso, Mr. Kenny D'Souza, Mr. Kalbor, and so many. If I remember right, teacher Noreen Fernandez, teacher Patsy, all of them were present, and we together celebrated the 100 years of the school. My two class students, Sharad Bobde and Harish Salve, they were responsible and they brought out the 100-year magazine. Only one copy, only one copy of that 1971 100-year magazine still exists. And it is presently with Father Ivan Lobo, the former principal and ex-student of SFS. We have at least, I remember, we have at least 8 to 10 principals of this institution who were ex-students. What a school. What a school. This mother of ours has that magnetic effect of calling back her students, as teachers, as priests, as rectors, as discipline in charge. The school does that to us. The school does that to us. After passing my matriculation at 72, I went off. We had a nice farewell and I went off. Later, after trying different institutions, finally, I had this chance of coming back to school. 1987. I came back to my alma mater as a teacher. Back to school. I had wonderful time. The concerts, the sports. If you remember, in our times, the sports week used to be called as the Rector's Week. We used to have wonderful food, wonderful at home, and those were the good times. I had to live again. I had the good opportunity to live those times again. But as a teacher, I was teacher here. So many students I taught, so many SFS students I taught. I was teacher here till 2013. As a student, I was, as I said there, in 1970 when the school completed 100 years. Just a note, I was in the Blue House. Long live the Blue House. And when I was there for the Blue House, I hated the Dufresne House and I hated the Pelva House. I was the Capellian, I was the Blue House teacher. I was a Blue House student and I was the Blue House teacher also. So then came 125 years. The year was 1995. This time the mantle of putting the 125 years magazine was on my shoulder. I decided what to do. This is a special occasion, 125 years of schooling. Can you imagine? Can you imagine 125 years of schooling? My principal was Reverend Father Morris. When I was a student here, Father Morris was prefect of discipline. He told me, Gargil, do something different. Let this 125 years magazine be different. I was told about this around 6 months in advance, that I was supposed to bring that 125 years magazine. I made heaven and hell together. I did a lot of research. And from the appointment of the first boy in the school, all the principals, the house system, the various teachers, I found about them and wrote in that magazine about them. I could catch 4 teachers, 4 ex-students, one from the 20s, the other from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and even from the 60s. They wrote their memoirs in those magazines. That magazine still exists in the school. Anyone wants to come and read, you can come and read. It is in the library, the magazine still exists. So that was 125 years. And again, the way we had the torchlight drill in 100 years, we had another drill, a torchlight drill in 125 years. I retired as teacher from SFS in 2013. Today I'm sitting here in 2025. I'm 70 years old now. Back to school, I'm giving you this interview. And just 3 or 4 days ago, SFS school had another function. 155 years. 155 years of social service and education. You don't find schools like this anyway. You don't find schools like this anyway. Be very grateful. Be grateful to God, all of you who have gone through the corridors of this institution and made yourself whosoever you are today. God bless all of you. I'm the one who prays for all the ex-students, all students of the school. I wish to pray for your good life. And as usual, a boy from ex-student a boy from SFS always dares to be wise. I meet so many of them. Everyone is happy. Everyone is wise. Very nice meeting you. Very nice meeting you. There is one thing. This is a little bit serious part. when I was asked to speak, I wish to put forward a certain call. This is a help call. This is a help call. At least to my students or whosoever. We are all your teachers, all your teachers. Today I am 70 years old. If you remember, there was a Marathi teacher here. She was teacher Wagmare. Today she is 83. Today she is 83 years old. Now, these teachers at their ages go to hospitals. Nobody is asking for any help, for any money or anything. Nobody is asking for that. But the way this situation is, teachers go to hospitals. Sometimes a doctor doesn't behave nicely. At least students who are doctors, they can come forward and give us a second opinion. Come to the hospital where the teacher is. Find out from the SFS school office. SFS school office has all our numbers. SFS school office has our addresses. Or give us some number where we can call, so some doctor can come. An ex-student doctor can come and give a second opinion as to what has to be done or what treatment has to be given to that teacher. And some ex-student walks into the medical ward there, I know the teacher will be very happy meeting you. The teacher will be very happy meeting you. Do something, get ex-students together and help. And help. There are old teachers who wish to just simply, I'm just talking about simple things, who wants to make a will. Some ex-teacher who wants to make a will. There might be some lawyer, ex-student lawyer, who can come forward and help, But the teacher has to know who to call. Anyway, that was the simple message I was to give. Thank you. God bless. Dare to be wise.